What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hussle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and that Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. Not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's gonna be some information that's gonna help you win. All right. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how credit is making a lot of people rich, from regular people to scammers. Credit right now is one of the number one money, or it's been the number one money game in the world. But a lot of people are utilizing credit to make a lot of money with loans, credit cards, lines of credit, CPNs. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how credit is getting everybody rich. Point blank period. Credit is getting a lot of people the bag. Credit is getting people so much money that it's changing their lives. So with that being said, let's get into this gems that's gonna help you win. All right. So credit. How is everybody getting rich off credit? Is credit really the number one money game in the world? How can you get the bag with credit? So understanding credit means a lot, because credit revolves around everything and anything that we do. And as long as you have a good credit profile, you'll be able to get the funding that you need on the personal and on the business side, right? So credit, let's talk about credit, personal credit. Everything starts with business credit. With personal credit, your personal credit is the gateway to success. A lot of people don't know how to manage personal credit. A lot of people don't know how to structure personal credit. A lot of people don't even know the key components of personal credit. So, to break down things into simpler forms for you guys, anything that goes on your credit report is a primary trade line or a trade line. And if it's in your name, it's a primary trade line. So, auto loans, mortgage loans, credit cards, student loans, furniture loans, those type of things like that, right? And those are primary trade lines, and those type of accounts or trade lines impact your credit score more. So a lot of people get these type of trade lines, and whatever life happens, they stop making payments. So then those accounts go into collections. Now people hear debt and they feel like that's bad. At the end of the day, silly men and silly women, whenever you have anything that you're paying down or paying off, being reported to your credit report, that's debt. And it only becomes bad debt when you stop making payments for over 6 months and they sell that account to the collections account. You need debt on your credit profile to show that you can manage money, point blank, period. So when people are like, oh, you got debt, like I was talking to this one chick the other couple of days ago, she like, oh, you got $105,000 in debt. You owe money. Are you slow? Don't you see it's $105,000 in debt? Don't you see all my categories are good? Don't you see my payment history is excellent? Don't you see every account that makes up my credit score is good and excellent? So what does that tell you? Not even that. Don't you see I have an 800 credit score? So you not knowing anything about credit makes you think that you know something. Now you're gonna look stupid, because you need the more debt that you have on your credit report shows the banks, lenders, and groups that you can manage money, that you can handle money, that you are a good candidate to lend money to, because you've been paying back this money on time. You've been paying down these accounts on time. with no problems, we're going to lend you some money. And people don't understand that when you turn 18, you start off with bad credit. You don't start off with good credit. And your credit score and profile is built off your payment history. You have to make an X amount of payments for a long time in order to build your credit. In real life, it takes about 2 years to properly build your credit profile. And I've been talking about credit for the past 5 years. And it's still people in the same position. People watch social media and watch these videos and see people talk about, oh, I can get you an 800 credit score tomorrow. Oh, I can get your credit profile like this tomorrow. There's no way for you to add anything on your credit report and have it jump 100 to 200 points overnight. It's impossible. It will not happen. So understanding that you need payment history on your credit report, because each time that you make a payment on time on whatever accounts that you have, you're going to get points. You might get 6, 7 points. You might get 10 points. You might get 15 points. The points vary each month. So if people think they're going to build their credit score and credit worthiness overnight, you're delusional. They want to see months of payment history. 24, 36, 12, 48. They want to see that type of stuff. So people be having auto loans, credit cards, and all these different things, right? And they just stop paying on it. And then they try to dispute every account off their credit profile to get their debt to zero. Having zero debt is the worst place you want to be on with credit, because now you got zero debt. Now you got to start all the way over. And you might be 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years old. You're this old with no credit history. Nobody's going to co-sign for you to get a loan. Now you're not going to get approved for auto loans and things like that. So now you got to start completely over and start from the bottom, meaning you got to go get secured loans, secured credit cards, credit builder loans. You got to basically go any and everywhere that you can to find trade lines to buy to repair your credit. And it's going to take you even longer to do that because you're at zero. So understanding that personal credit is the most important thing. Managing your debt. Understanding that when you want to manage your debt and get your credit profile together, you got to know knowledge is power. So knowing that, get a credit card or two, secure it, utilize your own money. If you got $500, go get 2 secured credit cards and have them, and it's going to report to your credit report. And as long as you got them credit cards being reported to your credit report, each month is going to report as good payment history, which is going to help improve your credit profile for that category. Get secured loans. A lot of different credit unions offer secured loans, right? See, this is what the rich do. Get secured loans, credit builder loans, Credit Strong, Magnum offer trade lines. Get as many trade lines as you can, and also the accounts on your credit profile that's in collections, open them back up and start paying them off. You could dispute a couple of them, get some points, but not all of them. Because by you paying off that account, it is still report on your credit report as good payment history. As long as you're making payments on an account and paying it off, it's going to report as good payment history. As long as you're not, it's going to report as bad payment history. So people got to understand that what type of debt it is, bad debt and good debt. You got accounts that you're paying off each month, that's good debt. You got bad debt and delinquent collections, that's bad debt, what most people have. So once you get your credit profile structured, because there's only a certain amount of money you can really get on the personal side linked to you. Most people get their personal credit profiles together, get all the trade lines, get everything, so now they can utilize it as a personal guarantor towards their business. Now, once they get their businesses and things like that, now you got something called irrevocable trust funds and you got bankruptcies, right? What the rich do is, and you got CPNs, because so what the rich do is, they understand how credit works. They understand you can utilize personal credit. They understand that you can piggyback off somebody else's credit, because most millionaires and billionaires have millionaires and billionaire friends. And when it comes to business credit, they help out their friends. So they'll start a new business and piggyback off their credit and start getting funding right again. So let's get back to it. So business funding, you get millions of dollars in funding. And that's where the bag is, because it takes money to make money. So what most people do is they get their personal credit together, they leverage it towards their business, and they start getting funded. Now, like I said, you got irrevocable trust funds and you got bankruptcies. Now, what I want you to do is understand that the rich gets rich off legal scamming, meaning that they understand the loopholes with irrevocable trust funds, bankruptcies, and understanding that banks, lenders, and groups understand that businesses come up and businesses go down. A lot of businesses have been up for 20, 30 years and they starting to come down. A lot of businesses have been up for 10, 5 years and they started to come down. As the economy grows and changes, businesses will grow and change with it. So we all done seen businesses that's been around for years is filing bankruptcies, from Red Lobsters to Ponderosas to a lot of Toys R Us, Kmart's, all these businesses that used to be around. Walmart's closing in a lot of different stores. Walgreens closing a lot of different stores. All these stores are starting to close and file bankruptcy. And people who are uneducated hear the word bankruptcy and they feel as if you broke, you ain't got no money. Educated people in the business world hear bankruptcy and they say they just pulled a move. They just pulled a legal scam move. Because let me break it down to you guys. You got businesses, right? People build their businesses the right way and they get funded. So if you get let's say I get $1 million business loan, right? $1 million business loan is $1 million is in my business bank account. Money on the business side is meant to be spent. There's nothing saying, okay, every dollar that you spend, you have to report to us and tell us what you're spending it on. No. Whatever you do with your money, that money that's linked to you is your prerogative. So if you want to take $600,000 and put into a trust fund, that's your prerogative. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. When you get irrevocable trust funds, you put money into that trust fund or whatever, the beneficiary is more than likely going to be the kid, the people's kids or the child. And that's how they become trust fund babies, because people understand like business loan, business funding. Okay, you get $1 million loan, put an X amount into this trust fund, you invest the rest into this business. Your business starts to actually work. You're starting to make revenue. So now you're paying back that loan and making revenue at the same time. Then you get another business loan. You put more money into the trust fund. You put some money from the revenue into the trust fund. This business is up for 10, 12 years. You didn't put $5 million in this trust fund. Now the economy is different. Now the business is going down. Now you got to file bankruptcy. Cool. When you file bankruptcy, it takes all the assets from the business and they shut the business down. So what's ever left in that business account, whatever chairs and things that you guys got, tables, whatever that you got you for this business, they're going to take all that to recoup the money that you got. But it's going to be, you're not going to owe that money anymore. And by you filing bankruptcy, now you're debt free. But people don't understand that, yes, bankruptcies will be on your credit profile, business or personal. But understanding this, and this is what the rich understand, is that when you file bankruptcy, you file it with the courts. You don't file it with the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus buys your bankruptcy's accounts. And when they buy them, they report the wrong furniture. And when the wrong information is reported, we all know what's that grounds for. Disputation. And when you dispute it, they delete it. That's how people always, that's why you can delete bankruptcies off your credit report. That's how people, I can delete a credit, I can get a bankruptcy off your credit report. I can do it. That's why. Knowledge is power. Information and resources will get you far in life. This is the information that they don't tell us. They don't want to tell us about this frowned upon loophole, because if everybody knew about it, then it'd be too many people in the world doing this, and it'd be a situation. No. But this is what the rich is doing to get funds, to make money, to become successful, get rich, create trust funds, get into real estate. And real estate is a big ordeal. You get a real estate loan for $500,000, you build this home, and you sell it for $800,000. You just made $300,000 profit. Pay that loan back. Put $100,000 in a trust fund, get another business loan, and build $1 million house and sell it for $3.5 million. Now you put $2 million into that, or you put $1 million into that trust fund. Now you got 1.5. Now you go build a house for 1.5 and you sell it for $5 million. That's how the people get rich off real estate. This is what people aren't telling you guys. This is what the information that they holding back because they don't too many people in the world. Being successful will be a problem. They need people who are out here struggling. They need people who are middle class. They need people in the poor class to have checks and balances in this world. So it's a lot of people getting rich off credit. People don't understand that you're going to die with bills. For you to think that you're not going to die with bills is crazy. So die with the right bills. These bills should be able to put yourself in a position, your family position, to create generational wealth and financial freedom and break the curse of y'all being broke. It's all about investing. It's all about learning loopholes. It's all about learning about credit, getting y'all credit together because credit can change your life. Credit will make you a millionaire faster than anything and everything out here in the world. Yeah, because scammers are starting to utilize it with CPNs. Because with a CPN, a credit profile number, not a pre-built CPN, but a credit profile number, people are building the credit and getting businesses under the CPNs. Donald Trump Donald Trump used a CPN and paid $750 in taxes, and then 5 years later, they caught on to him. And we all know about that. And I was telling y'all this 6 years ago. I literally told y'all Donald Trump is paying $750 in taxes and he got a CPN 6 years ago, and then 6 years later he get indicted for it. Like, I've been telling y'all this information, so y'all got to start listening, y'all paying attention, and doing your own resources so y'all can research, so y'all can start connecting the dots and things that start making more sense to y'all. All right, so make sure y'all really understand and listen, because credit, businesses, trust funds, bankruptcies, it's a whole game blueprint that a lot of rich people use. Build up the debt, file bankruptcy, do it all over again, and make money off of it. So we're going to start elevating and growing and getting the resources and information that we need to become successful, and we're going to do it together. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 1-on-1 limited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is a Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 250. Anything y'all need to talk about or want to talk about, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna elevate and grow together. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person, limited gems, $3,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money when we meet in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, $2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all check it out, my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App, me and their network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels, on my Twitch. Make sure you follow me on my new IG, King Hussle X1.2. Make sure y'all check it out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And make sure check it out my music channel, King Hussle X1M. My latest mixtape that I just dropped, Hustle and Flow. And just dropped a new music video. Can't fuck with me. Go like, share, comment, subscribe. Run the views, comments, and them likes up. All right. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.